Hey everyone, how's everyone out there doing?
Hello.
Oh, let's see, what
I
does it
see
say? It
Joe,
says we got
Campaign and Charles.
yeah, it says we got 4 people watching. So hi,
That's
4
Homestead.
people.
Homestead and greeting.
Yeah. And whoa, we got a lag here. Okay, oh, that's Sarah here from Minnesota.
Here's Michael. Hey, Sarah. I have one near me at all times. Actually, more like 3 or 4 near me at all times. But I agree. Pocket knife is pretty cool
Yeah,
and very useful,
yeah,
especially when Amazon shows up.
yeah. When I was a wee little lad,
Back when dinosaurs still roamed the earth.
actually before dinosaurs, when the crawled out of the ocean. Um, my dad was carrying the old timer there and got me one. I still have that old timer somewhere in a file cabinet locked up with a bunch of stuff that he'd given me. But yeah, pocket knives are really cool. All right. Probably going to have a slow roll tonight since I forgot to send out my usual little reminder during the daytime because I was out on the tractor most of the day
Yeah,
trying to kill my body.
I agree, Keith. Brain is kind of important. That's my most useful tool. My body may be shutting down, but my brain hasn't yet. Of course, if
Yeah.
I keep watching mainstream media, I'll probably wind up pretty dumb.
The thing is, they'll say, I don't consider my any part of my body a tool. Uh, but I know a lot of people can consider a lot of different things tools. I mean, it's like my grandmother, her favorite thing was a paring knife. Yeah. My brother, all right, my brother's favorite tool is on the screen right now.
The adjustable wrench.
So everybody that's here, take a guess at what they think my brother's favorite tool was. And it's not my favorite tool, which is upper left there, the Craftsman drill.
Hey,
Dun,
small
dun,
town.
dun. Hey, small town, Mary Beth, Brastard 762.
7.62 by 39 PPU.
Like a truck, a dirt bike, a camera can be a tool. Exactly.
Hey, Butch.
My pliers and my knife, both are on my hip now. Well, I do got a pair of pliers and a knife in this.
Okay. Several people, including myself, have mentioned the crescent wrench.
Okay, no, the 4-inch crescent wrench was actually my dad's favorite tool. He had one on his key ring. Right above it, is a handheld eye level. That was my brother's favorite tool. He was in construction, underground construction, laying pipeline and stuff, and he was always checking level and stuff and everything. When he became a superintendent, he got tired of the cheap ones the company were buying him. He went out and bought a $300 eye level. I had a special leather case for it, and he carried that thing everywhere. It also had a very good magnification on it, and he would occasionally spy on people.
Looking through a lady's window when she's taking a shower is not exactly
No.
the thing in the world to do.
No, not that.
Okay.
He'd spy on other contractors and stuff working nearby, see what they were doing. Yeah.
Excuse me.
But one of my mom's favorite tools up there is the hula hoe.
Back-breaking work.
That's why she liked the hula hoe over the other one. It was if you slid it forward, back and forth each way, and it just sheared the weeds off.
I had no luck with that. You know why? Because Mom had one of those, and she told me to go out and weed the yard, or the garden, I mean. So she gave me one of those. I pulled it back, and I pushed it forward. I pulled it back, pushed forward, and it snapped.
Yeah.
She said, "You're not supposed to try and dig up the doggone China Sea with the dang thing." I was 10 years old. What did I know?
Yep. You were how old?
10.
10? If a 10-year-old can break that handle, then that's a cheap hula hoe.
No, I didn't break the handle. I broke the attachment itself.
Oh, it broke down here.
Yes.
Then that's a cheap. That's a cheap one.
Hey, it came from Western Auto. Hey, that was the closest hardware store to where we lived.
Yep. I could make more money riding my dirt bike, looking for stuff in the desert than working a minimum wage job. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Double check here. Yeah. So, how many we got in here right now?
Oh, it doesn't look like too many.
Yeah, 7. That's what happens when I forget to send out the heads up and heads up reminder, several hours beforehand.
I'm showing 12 right now.
Oh. Yeah. 11. Someone just stepped out. But we only got 7 likes. Okay.
It's a Tuesday evening.
Yeah.
And there'll be other live streams.
Yeah. Southern blessed his life right now.
Two Family, I think, is still going too.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'm going to do a little technology talk tomorrow night on my channel.
Okay.
So if you need technology, come see me tomorrow night. As well as I'm going to do some channel promotion anyway.
Okay. I'm trying to remember who made it. Back 20 some odd years ago, we got a kid size metal shovel, hoe, and rake, and I can't remember who made them, but they were pretty good. And I wanted to get another one, a second shovel and stuff. But
yeah, I think your best bet for kids gardening tools right now would be Tractor Supply.
Okay, Keith says he's having a hard time hearing you.
Is that any better? Now that nobody has any ears left.
Actually, I think I'm a lot louder than you are.
That's very possible.
Just because I can't adjust my volume on my thing.
No, but I can adjust mine. Problem is now I'm blowing my own ears out.
Well, then you turn down your ear that part.
I did. I just don't know if it's going to help them hear any better.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, Ace Hardware used to have good ones.
Yeah, see, they have to adjust their volume for you. It sounds like I'm whispering all the time.
Yeah.
See, you need to upgrade yourself to a soundboard, USB soundboard with a crappy old little mic like mine. And actually, that'll actually free up some of your system resources, on your laptop. Because right now, running your mic the way you are, it's all that sound processing is being used by your laptop. If you go through an external board and run it via USB, all your sound processing is done via the board, and it's now just a USB signal instead of having to run through your audio board, then back through your CPU, then to the output.
All right, that sounds like something to talk about on tomorrow night.
just throwing it out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I got a Logitech webcam I picked up for like $17, so it's full bore.
Yeah, that's all I'm using. It's just 720 or 270 Logitech.
Yeah. Sound is better than it has been in weeks.
Well, it's kind of hard because I have to adjust what I can hear from Gil on here and then balance that with what comes through the monitor so I can hear it.
Yeah.
So sometimes it works great. Sometimes yeah, that's possible, Keith. That's why we'll go over it tomorrow.
And I'll have a notepad out, and I'll be taking notes.
I will have links and information. Hey, Joe Deck.
Yep. But yeah, it's like, so my favorite tool being I'll show you how favorite it is here. I got that showed up there. Let me get okay, so I can only hold so many of them. I got 3 in my hand here right now. I got another 1/2-inch one out in my truck. So of the 1/2-inch Craftsman there you see on the screen, I got 4 of the 1/2-inch, and then I got 3 of the 3/8-inch ones. And if you saw me my video where I was out there mixing the concrete in the bucket, I was using this Craftsman one here to mix the concrete.
Put that in something and have the drill bit stop. Watch how fast your knuckles bleed. I have taken drills that size and had them get caught and have my wrist get snapped as they continue to torque around.
Yeah, that's why when I was doing it, I was bracing it against my leg. My other one, my Milwaukee, though, oh geez, that one has the D handle on the back and an extended handle off the side, a screw-in handle. When I'm mixing the roofing compound paint, aluminum fiber stuff, yeah, I have that thing on that and just going through that because it's always just trying to twist out of my hand. You can't see me? Can you see me now? Do my Tim Allen, I forget which one it is, where he winds up looking into the camera like that. One of Tim Allen's movies. Yeah. But right now my least favorite tool is my Coyote tractor.
My least favorite tool is actually sitting on the screen.
Screwdriver?
Yep, that style in particular. Not the brand. I've actually got a couple of those.
Yeah.
It's just I can't stand the flat. I have put more flat blades through my fingers over the years than any other tool in my arsenal.
Yeah.
Slips right off the top and goes right through your finger. Grab some electrical tape, cover it up, and get going again.
Yeah. All right. History lesson here. What was the reason they invented the flathead screwdriver?
Because it works as a chisel too.
There's a very specific thing they invented the flathead screwdriver for.
Gil, we're not supposed to talk about cannibalism things. You're not supposed to tell them that they used to use that to pull out the eye sockets.
Okay. The reason why they had the flathead screwdriver.
Question, by the way.
Yeah, I see that. I'll get to the question with the Coyote. The flathead screwdriver was invented because they developed flathead screws to put armor together for knights. So your knights in shining armor is the reason we had flathead screwdrivers. Now, why was the Phillips invented?
Because of people like me sticking them through their fingers constantly.
Partially correct. The automotive industry, they kept on having on-the-job injuries, so trying to assemble, assemble the Model T, the Model A, and all those cars and stuff. They invented the Phillips screwdriver heads. The Coyote. What's wrong with the Coyote?
It's old and slow like me.
No, the Coyote, for what I need to do around here right now, is undersized, underpowered, and is a four-wheel drive tractor, not a track loader. So it keeps on digging holes. Yeah, all right. Keeps on digging holes when I'm trying to dig out the bank that I pushed in, that I built up several years back with the D5 dozer. And so just killing my body trying to get that dirt dug out with the Coyote. So right now I'm not very happy with the Coyote being so, not having the good bucket curl power that my John Deere used to have. Yeah, Keith, to put them in the armor and to take them out of the armor. But right now, my favorite type drill bit or driver bit, it's not the Phillips. You're going to be able to see this very good. It's the Torx head. Some people called them star bits originally, but then the torque bits, because driving 3-inch screws with a Phillips, I stripped a lot of heads out. I've only stripped out one torque head, and that was when the head broke and screwed up the in it. I have the 25 horsepower. Geez. Do I have that information down here? It's up there in the shelf. It's up on the shelf. Actually, hang on a second. I got it here on one of my documents here. Let me pull this up here. Scroll back up here to my tags for, where is it? Here, I can tell you which one it is. I have a Word document for all the video tags whenever I do a video. And so I use a lot of the same tags for different things. So I'm looking it up here. Okay, I have the Coyote CS Charles Sam 2510. So that was, let me put it up here. HB. So I just threw it up in the chat there. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Cecilia. Sorry, I was looking at stuff that I didn't see you guys slip in here. Okay, hang on a second here. Yeah, the deck screws I have take the T25 Torx head on it. So, okay. Did I miss anybody else slipping in here? All right, so you want a picture of the Coyote? Is that what you're asking for? That should be easy to fire up here in a second here. All right, let me get it up here. It's coming up here for you guys. And let's enlarge it. So that is the one I have with that backhoe. Got mine with the backhoe on it. But yeah, it likes to when you're digging on that front bucket, you hit anything. If it's not loose soil, it likes to stop, and the wheels like to spin if I don't have the backhoe on it. And I don't have the backhoe on it. I got the ripper on it because I'm trying to tear it up. No, Gil, the cop on the street corner eating. Oh, you want? Oh, I got one of those too. Picture the cop on the corner eating on the street corner eating a donut. Alrighty, so yeah, so that's so I'm using that without the backhoe on it here, just with a single snaggletooth ripper on it, and yeah, it's just beating me to death. I really, really want the Bobcat T740. Thank you for putting that up there, Cecilia. But yeah, when you're talking on the tools here, yeah, the Craftsman drill right now is because I'm using it for just about everything around here, mixing the concrete, putting together the planter boxes, got the sanding thing on it for polishing stuff, the sanding disc, got the wire brush on it for cleaning some things out. So I'm right now, it's probably my favorite tool. The old timer is my favorite pocket knife, and the S-Wing hammer. I actually have this long framing hammer here with the 16-ounce head on it. So I got that. I got a couple of these small crescent wrenches in my toolbox. I no longer carry them in my pocket. I used to carry them in my pocket all the time when I worked construction, because it would be invariably we need to change a Zert fitting, and to go all the way back to the truck to get a crescent wrench one, because we kept extra Zerts on the equipment. So I'd keep a little 4-inch crescent wrench in my back pocket.
Hey there, Two Fam and Gunslinger and Lisa. You guys made it in while I was AFK.
Hey guys. An NX 4510. Well, let's see what I'm going to look this up. NX 45. Wait, am I looking at 4510? Oh yeah, that's the 45 horsepower one. If I'm going to go spend the money on that, what? Let me go and put that over here so everyone can see what that is. Hang on a second here. There we go. It'll pop up there in a second, guys. There it comes. Yeah, that's the one that Butch says I need to get. Yeah, I would love to have an enclosed cab, something like that. I could do a lot of work with it around here. But what I really need to do what I have around here, I still need to keep the small coyote for what it's good for. With the I can run the brush hog on it. I can I got the little scraper box for it. I got the landscape rake. That's great for that. But for moving all this heavy dirt and doing heavy digging, I actually need a 75 horsepower Bobcat to with the tracks, not a skid steer. Skid steer has the same problem. You got 4 wheels and they all start spinning, digging a hole, and you start dropping in. Where if you have the track on it, it keeps you flat and you can actually do some stuff.
When I worked maintenance at the casino up in Michigan, that's one of the tractors I used. That's when I started liking the Kubotas, and they're off-brand.
Yeah.
And then I moved up from that to a nice, great, big, huge caterpillar bucket. Articulating caterpillar.
Articulating stair.
It was
950,
interesting.
955.
I honestly don't remember what the model number was.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
that's the
back
most.
in the late 90s.
Yeah, 955 was probably the most one of the most popular ones. Get the knife out of the lock box and use the knife because that's what he wanted to do with it.
Use the tools or they become worthless. It's the same with your brain. Use your brain or you wind up watching mainstream media and stupid TV commercials and winding dumb.
Well, Keith, I've broken a couple of my buck knives and stuff, and some other ones, and so I have another old timer which I used at Scout Camp. But that one my dad gave me when he passed away, I put it away because it then became a memento. So yeah, I'll take it out, I'll clean it, check it, make sure nothing's rusting on it, make sure it's properly oiled and stuff and everything, but I don't want to break it. I don't want to take any chances with that thing. Go ahead and close that down. Yeah. The actually, hang on, I don't need to look it that way because I got a picture of it here elsewhere. And I go from okay, there we go. It flickered on me when I opened this up. So I need to go back to live streams.
My second favorite tool is this one. My knife.
Yeah. Let me make this big. And this is the Bobcat I want. Oh, with the rotavator on it, I want too. Oh, yeah. But yeah, see, the Trax makes it so much better to handle and do stuff with. So that's why that was on my thing of, hey, the tool I really need, 5 things I really need. That was on there. That's 2 of them. Tractors 1, rotavators number 2.
I'll just take one of those with a bucket. I can use that to get back and forth to Walmart. Because I could just go across country through the marsh and make my own little pathway. Instead of walking 1 3/4 miles to get there, I can walk a half mile. Go as the bird flies.
Yeah.
And then throw their groceries in a bucket and bring it home.
Yeah, gunslinger. Trappers are good knives. What's my favorite knife sharpener? I have a tri-stone sharpener. It's got 3 different Arkansas stones on it. I got it. Oh, geez. I was 14, I think, when I got it, maybe 15. And I got it for sharpening the knife my dad gave me. And it's made by Buck, and it's Arkansas stones on it. And it's like, if you look at it from the end, it's a triangle, and you just turn it for to whichever stone you want to use.
Hey Lisa, Amazon had some on sale last week. Because somebody asked me about making a sheath for a hori hori. So I went looking to see how many different varieties and styles there were. And I can't just buy one myself and make holsters for them because there's like 4 different sizes and varieties of such.
Yeah.
What do you mean the knife's not a pry bar? Oh, if your knife ain't strong enough to be a pry bar, you need a bigger knife.
Yeah.
Hey, Wild Moon. See you sneak in there.
Hey, Will.
Hey. Will's in here too? Oh, there he is.
Will just came in. Yeah. Where did I? Yeah. Yeah, I think when I broke my first buck I broke was the standard folding buck knife. I was cutting some kindling for a campfire, and I was just going at it, and there was a knot in the wood, and I caught the knot, and it twisted in my hand, twisted, and the knife went tink. It's like, ah. And I said a few words I shouldn't have because Scoutmaster came over and took me aside, and had a little talk about using language.
Hey,
Mouse toes.
Just because sailors use that language doesn't mean you should. But I'm just as guilty as everybody else. I've done it too.
Yeah, gunslinger. It's the old buck tri-stone sharpener with the Arkansas stones on it. I forget how much. I think I spent all my birthday money from both my grandmothers that year to buy it. But yeah, knives are probably a lot of people are going to call their knives their number one tool. That's not part of their body. So yeah, everyone's been saying my brain's my number one. Yeah, okay, yeah, your brain is your number one device. But other than what's part of your body, something you can go out and buy. Yeah. And do a video on them, on the tri-stone. Did I bring it up here, or did I leave it in California? I think I left it in California because my youngest son is building up a knife collection too, and he's always sharpening his knives. I think I left it there for him to use. Hey, bottom dollar.
Palmetto Prepared's even here.
Hey, Anthony.
Got stream going now.
Yeah.
Got him and Mouse in here. We got a full stream.
Yep. I really want to know what Anthony is going to call his number one tool. Is it going to be his new bread knife? Is it going to be his bread machine?
Or
who
knows? Inquiring minds are listening.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out to bring some children.
Yeah.
His cell phone.
Gunslinger said, it's a knife. 100%, it's a knife. Knife has many uses. If you have the right type knife with the multiple blades, you can do a lot of cool things, whittling and stuff with it. Oh boy, here we go. First one to go there.
Sounds like the girls next door.
Anthony said his cell phone. Besides my knife, hang on, I'm gonna catch this one here.
Cool, Mouse.
All right.
Don't.
Well, so right now, Mouse Toe's favorite tool is her UV light for sterilizing.
And if you guys would like to see what little UV light she's using, this one. It's nice, small, compact. Both recommendations from the two goofy things up on the screen. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not talking the big picture with tools in it.
Yeah, the Gunslinger, I have a Gerber double ceramic V. It has two different ceramic sets on it. You use the one first, and then you use the other one to finish it, and they're at just slightly different angles from each other.
All right, Keith, have a good night.
All right, take it easy, Keith.
We've had chainsaws. We've had a very diverse variety of favorite tools.
Yeah.
And a lot of that stems
I'm
from
gonna. Sorry, I'm gonna have to put the glasses back on. I'm getting a headache trying to read the side chat here. Mini pry bar. I didn't think anybody was going to say the mini pry bar or the Wonder Bar for those of you that are, But yeah, that is a very, very helpful tool. In fact, on my my CERT backpack for the community emergency response team, yeah, I got two different ones. I got the short one in there, and I got the 24-incher in there, Wonder Bar. Chainsaw.
I'm sorry for the excessive children noise in the background. There is a neighborhood worth of children out front. And yes, mine's out there too, so I have to watch cameras and leave the door open in just in case there's issues.
Yeah, again, Slinger, that's what mine has. Has the one angle is gray, the other one is white. On my ceramic sticks, V-stick sharpener. Okay, hang on here. I thought.
It's not that they're a bother, Lisa. They just have a tendency to be loud.
Yeah.
When least wanted.
Yeah.
And the youngest one makes the most noise. She's
Right.
Like 2 now.
Right now, of my grandkids, the 4 boys down there, the youngest, which is only a month old, is not the noisiest. It's the one that's 18 months old. And he hears the other ones gets loud, so he thinks he's got to be louder. Just a good product can make a good key a century.
Uh-oh. I think we're losing him, folks. Yep, a good cordless impact driver is a very handy tool, especially on a farm. Another thing I would recommend people look into getting, and I don't even know if I should, hold on. Give me a moment here to pull it up real quick. But something I recommend people do get is this little item, if I've remembered to save on the right list. So give me just a moment. Oh, wait, I don't know if I can do that because he's not here. And I didn't. Okay, I can't do it. So, anywho, he's not here, so I can't share. But I would recommend going out and picking up a 18-volt cordless Dremel tool. You can charge it off a USB solar charger. It charges up, it's kind of slow because it is an 18-volt device. But, those little phone-sized solar chargers, you can charge it up with one of those. So, cordless Dremel would be very good. Hey, P2E. Because as most everybody here knows who does any kind of home repairs of any kind, a Dremel tool is a godsend at times. So having a cordless version, should power go out, kids. Anyway, having a cordless Dremel, if there's no power, is a good way to maintain your standards. And no, Gil doesn't need a camera. He needs internet that doesn't go every day. Hey, Fish and Loves, good evening. Yeah, China didn't like Gil's stream, so China shut him down again. I'm about to go shut my door. One thing I can't stand is constant screaming. I don't mind loud, but constant screaming, it gets on my nerves. So I guess another good tool everybody needs to have is patience. So let me see if I can catch up. Which brand do you have, Bottom Dollar? Because I wish I'd left it in my list. There he is. He's back. Okay, now I'll go find it so I can share it. Welcome back.
Yeah. I just love. Oh, Dremel. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, that was my suggestion. I gotta go find it.
Yeah. No, I didn't leave the building. I just got shut. I just had the bargain basement malfunctioning internet company known as Sparklight go again, and it couldn't make contact with its DNS server.
Hey, Gil.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I found it. Never mind. I was going to ask you a dumb question, but I found it. That's if it's still in here. There it is. Okay, I got to share this.
Okay.
Ba-ding. Holy crap, it went up in price. Excuse my Frenchie.
Okay, Tachi 24 volt peak ion lithium 12 volt peak lithium ion mini grinder.
And it takes all the same attachments as
the Dremel.
Yep. Sorry, I was trying to read chat too.
Yeah, it has both. It has both size.
Collets, yes.
Yes.
It
Cool.
comes with all three collets.
Cool.
These are open backed headphones, so I hear everything through these. Plus, the mic still picks it up. I can still hear it in there too. So it's kind of amplified at my end.
That's your
cortisol.
Cortisol protection too. It's a high lift jack attachment pack. Okay, so I missed something else here.
Yep, high lift jack is important if you live out in the country and you live in a fairly mountainous area. High lift jacks are very important.
Especially if you get the good ones that can not only jack out, but they can pull back the other way.
Mm-hmm. I've seen people use them to move logs out of the path.
Yeah.
It took a while because the vehicle we had didn't have a winch, so you didn't have no change, but we got it moved.
Miter saw. Yeah, if you're doing a lot of work, a good miter saw is, bottle jacks. Yeah. Yeah, and you got to make sure you have the right tonnage on your bottle jacks.
And don't get one of the cheap ones with a tiny little base on it. Spend a few extra bucks and get one with a good solid wide steel base.
Yeah.
The little teeny round ones that have no base to them, they'll flop over just as fast as that child outside's fixing to. All I gotta do is walk out that door and scream at it, and they'll all scatter like mice. It's there's the grumpy old man again. Run!
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Does that grinder have a long link on it or a short link?
So
we can post it because people, it's like
does it have the flex shaft attachment?
No, I meant the link on it. To put in the chat.
Nope.
Is it long? Too long, or is it?
Hang on, hold on. I'll put it over here in private. I got to run outside for a second.
Okay.
So there's that, and I'll be right back.
Oh, cool! It's a nice short link. Okay, so there's the link to the Hitachi. Yeah. Yeah, Anthony, the small bottle jacks, for some of the work I was doing on this house, I have a 4-ton and a 6-ton. I had to go get a 20-ton jack to be able to lift 1 inch to be able to replace the boards and stuff underneath it down in the basement. Because this house was built with real wood. The 2x4s are more like 2 1/4 by 4 1/2. And let me take a look, see here on this here. Let's see if this works. Yeah, okay. I put this under. No, I'll put it there. Okay, I just went and saved that link so I can look at that his Hitachi stuff later. All right, so all right, night, Cecilia. Okay. Oh, your grandfather invented 2x4s.
Okay. I'm back.
These must have been the first ones he did, because the 2x in this place are real, honest to goodness, 2x, and the rough ones are like 2 2 1/4.
Bring it here real quick. Let me see that. Make sure it's got a good date on it. 510. Ooh.
All right. So let me see.
And this one is
512 as well. Okay. Just be careful with it. Grab it the right way. All right. Sorry.
Not a problem. Yeah.
I didn't want him grabbing a milk and having it be sour on him. That would be a bad issue. Drinking Ralph everywhere.
Yeah, for decks. Yeah, those little 4-ton ones are great for straightening out decks and patio overhangs and stuff, lifting them up while you work on them. WD.
Shish.
Oh, he's the reason that I'm not true 2x4s anymore. Why they went to from 2x4 is now actually 1 1/2 by 3 1/2.
1 3/8 or 1 3/4 by 2 3 3/4. Mm-hmm. My dad and his brother owned Rosebush Lumber Company up in Michigan. They didn't create anything. They just used to own a lumber company. Then my dad married my mom, and they moved to Detroit. And my dad's brother wound up selling the lumber business.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All hail the Queen of the North.
All hail. I'm not going to sing. Never mind.
I'm not bending over to bow. My back hurts too much from walking 4 miles today.
Yeah. What gets me though, as far as the changing of the size of of the lumber and stuff now, plywood now, they're shaving sizes on plywood. So if you need a real 3/4 inch sheet of plywood, you got a special order 3/4 inch thick special, because
1 inch and it's at 3/4.
Yeah, it's like 3/4 inch plywood. I went and got some to do some extra work on the California house, and they didn't match up. You had real 3/4 inch, and then the new stuff is it's like, what? It's like a 32nd of an inch smaller. It's like, what the heck?
Well, the problem is they anticipate people buying 1 inch boards and planing them down nowadays. which is stupid. Why don't they just plane it at the factory where they produce the boards? Because they're already planing them in the first place.
Yeah. Well, not for plywood though.
Have you ever been to a manufacturer?
Well, I mean, it's plywood. Nobody planes plywood down after they buy it.
No, but I'm saying for true boards, they expect people to plane it down.
Yeah.
And they don't expect anybody anymore to actually need a certain thickness of plywood. They figure what they produce is, normal.
Hey, Howie. Received one of the work sharpeners for Christmas. Doesn't give a perfect edge, but it works in a pinch. Yeah, some of those ones like that can get you, if you have a damaged blade, can get it down to where you can then take it to a good stone and finish it up and clean it back up.
A good leather strop will help too.
Yeah.
Most belts aren't good leather strops. A leather belt will work in a pinch for a strop, but it's not quite good enough.
Yeah.
Well, we hope you breathe in there, Laurie, because if you're not breathing and you're here, it's a little scary. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's like we got a zombie in the house.
Have we all learned how to talk to the dead?
Well, everybody talks to the dead, but it's the problem is when the dead talk back.
Yeah. Canadian zombie attack.
Hey, Blue Healer.
Hey, she's been here a while. Sorry, Laurie, that GERD just doesn't instill fear at this moment. I just had to deal with 6 kids outside.
I'm sorry. Her girl, you're saying that reminded me of the first time that Jeff Dunham had Ahmed on stage. And Ahmed goes, "Are you afraid now?" No. How about now? No.
He does it again and the little puppet's foot falls over.
No, he does it again. He goes, and then he goes, GD. And he goes, oh, I mean, all of them it.
Yeah, it's because if you go back and watch it again, when he does it the last time, his foot falls over. And if I remember correctly, it's the right foot. I've never watched it though, so I really don't know.
Yeah. So
Number headlamp.
Ooh. Yeah, flashlights. I was waiting for someone to bring up flashlights.
I don't have any within reach. 1, 2.
No, I don't have any in reach either. Yeah.
Does 9 flashlights within reach count?
I guess.
Okay.
So I got this one here. I got I got a bunch of these laying around that are I go colors on it. So I got white, red, green, blue. I got a bunch of these laying around here. And for mood flashlights, I got the
it's in the title, Laurie. Mood light.
I got the artificial candlelight. Cannot start a fire with this, so which sometimes is a good thing.
Manufacture the LED. If you remember back about 40 years ago when LEDs first came out, some companies were overpowering weaker diodes, and they were prone to catching on fire because they would get stupid hot.
Yeah.
Well, Gunslinger, I've got 5 in the kitchen, which is just around the corner there. I got 4 in the bedroom, and I got 7 or 8 in my closet with my bags. So I only have 1 or 2 flashlights.
Yeah. Lori, everyone tried saying their brain, and then I said, no, it's got to be something you have to buy. If you can buy a brain, I want to upgrade. Ooh,
Ferro rod.
yep, cool.
Got one of those handy too, right here. I even have a cheap sharpener right here. I have most things within reach because I always find myself at some point in time needing one of them.
Yeah.
But I guess I wonder how many of you have one of these within reach. How many of you have laser pointers within reach?
Where is it? Here it is. Laser pointer.
Kitty toys.
Yes, exactly what it's for.
I said that my cat, who's still in heat, unfortunately, comes walking over, looking at me like, meow, meow.
Anthony's, yeah. The only thing I can answer, I can come up to that one, Anthony, is, wow, what knockers.
I wasn't going to say that myself, but yeah, I remember the movie.
Hump? What hump?
Hey, Howie, I think your neighbors just need better food. They'll come back to normal. Putting on the Ritz, that's another song. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, having the strobe function on a flashlight is kind of important for self-defense.
Yeah.
A less than lethal way to deter somebody at the beginning. Some people still won't get the hint. Then you have to use it as a baton.
Hey, Miss Southern Belle.
Good evening, young lady.
Yeah. So, yeah. For those who just come in and didn't see the this from the Craftsman is my favorite. I got 4 of the 1/2-inch ones and 3 of the 3/8-inch ones. The old timer was well, my dad used to carry an old timer just about all the time. He gave me one. The crescent wrench down here, it's a 4-inch crescent wrench. My dad used to carry him all the time. I used to carry him when I was working construction. My brother bought himself the $300 eye level, and he carried that for many years. My grandmother always loved a good paring knife. My mom loved her hula hoe, always out in the garden. And I threw in some other stuff for other people. All right, Butch, you got a new tool? What? Oh. Chaplain garden push cedar was 6. Oh, yes. This garden cedars. Yes. Those things are absolute. Not even if it's a different brand than that. The garden cedars are fantastic for doing large lots of land seeding.
All right, children, behave, play nice.
All right, Gunslinger, take care.
Otherwise, neither one of you guys are going to get your ice cream tonight. Night gun. In Fish and Loaves, you would be surprised how many people do not know what a hammer drill is or what it's actually used for. There's a lot of people that don't know.
Makita drill. Huh. Okay, she has the Makita. And
Lori, if you and Palmetto don't behave, no ice cream. None.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't know how long it'll take to get there. It might have melted by then, but hey.
No ice cream.
I forgot. If I'm shipping it through customs will eat it. You'll never get it, Lori. Sorry. Just like they do with the MREs, customs will go through it and take out the good parts.
Yeah. Ooga chocolate. Ooga chocolate.
So you really need to get a soundboard like mine so you can get that nice echo in there.
Yeah.
So
Well, I was just thinking. I have a short video clip from Muppet Treasure Island where when Miss Piggy makes her entrance and they're all going yeah. So
boy, until Lori's feeling a little bit better, she's got her spunk back.
Okay. Yeah.
The hammer on a hammer drill does not mean use it as a hammer. No.
Lori just shot me. I guess you say I was shot through the. Okay. What is this? Is this becoming American Bandstand?
It's become musical quotes back and forth. Yes.
All right. Where's Dick Clark? All right. We need to get Dick Clark in here.
The Ageless Wonder.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, the one I was using to mix the concrete in that video, that when I was mixing the concrete in the buckets, I only went through and this is the battery. It still is the same battery. I never changed that battery, so it's still good.
Yeah. Little tip to prolonging battery life. First off, don't leave it plugged into the implement because it's constantly pulling power off your battery. Unplug your batteries from your implements. It will prolong the life of your battery. Depending on the battery type, you have to let them run down once in a while and fully recharge them. And then again, unplug it from the implement.
Mm. Well, yeah. Well, on these Craftsmans, they're,
trust me,
yeah.
I've been playing with rechargeable batteries since 1993. Yes, batteries have changed considerably during those years.
Mm.
And I started off playing with some of the very best batteries because radio control racing takes the very best. And when I say implements still pull juice, even when they have a so-called shut off, it's still making connection to the battery. It's still pulling juice. It will eventually destroy the batteries. Even the newer, nice, high-dollar ones, it will still destroy them. Even with my Ryobi tools, I unplug the batteries from the implements.
Now I know how easy it is to sweat. Speed Square. Oh, Speed Square.
Yep.
Yeah. I've got to, next time I go to Harbor Freight, I got to pick up a Speed Square.
Oh my gosh. Oh, brother.
Okay, they're going at it. Anthony's response is
Giggles. What is a speed square? Would you like to pull it up or do you want me to?
Speed Square. Hang on a second here.
Okay, I didn't know if you wanted to take the chance in China shutting you down again. He's still moving, folks, so China hasn't killed him yet.
Yeah.
That is a level. Speed squares.
Speed Square right there. It's got this side here has a little lip on it. So when you put up against the board there, it stays, it pulls up square against it. Unlike a regular square, which can flop around weird. But yeah, it's got all sorts of marks and stuff on it, degrees and all of the fun stuff on it. But yeah.
You and your 2D dimensional stuff. And make me large, please, sir.
Make you large. Poof! You're
Thank you.
large.
Okay, this is a 1 foot. As you can see, the base is a rail at the top and bottom, so you can line it up, keep it square to your wood. Most of them are very thick, heavy-duty ABS plastic. If you're going to do it, I would purchase one. I would purchase a metal one, not this cheap plastic flimsy stuff, because even over time, it can warp this rail, and you can lose your square. So, hello, Julie. But yeah, and it's got angles, it's got notches, it's got all kinds of cool stuff that most people don't know how to use, and I'm not going to go over it. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah. The a lot of them you can get nowadays they are aluminum, but you can still find the steel ones out there.
And those are what I recommend.
Yeah.
Because the steel one, if you buy it now, guess who's still going to be using it? Your great grandkids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my dad, the one my dad had, my brother got it after my dad passed away, and then his second son, Joseph, has it now.
Miss Julie, you have many metal items that scare most people.
Especially that butter knife.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right.
Hey, Anthony, at least she didn't open the freezer section. She just opened the bottom part. You should still be okay. Yeah, you can actually sharpen a metal speed square and use it as a weapon if needed. But that's we're talking end of the world type needs.
Lori, since you brought up the refrigerator, I got a question for you.
Oh crap.
Yep. Lori, how do you get an alligator into a refrigerator?
Oh, brother, dad jokes.
No scout jokes.
Just as bad. Just as bad.
The answer is you open the refrigerator, take out the shelves, throw the alligator in, and close the door. Next question. How do you get an elephant into a refrigerator?
Julie, that's a no-no where you live. Just saying.
Well, Lori, you open the refrigerator, grab the alligator, throw him out, grab the elephant, and stuff him in and close the door.
No, she said just throw Anthony in it. You know what I'm talking about, Julie. Don't play Little Miss Shy Innocent.
Yeah.
Children, I swear. Well, actually, I try not to swear, but you know.
How do you get the elephant out of the refrigerator?
Easy. Throw a mouse in there. He'll run.
Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, do you know which animal was not at Simba's, the Lion King's presentation?
The mouse.
The mouse. He was still in the refrigerator.
You're right, Julie. Everything is a no-no there. Give it another 3-4 years, and producing children in California will be illegal. You heard it here first, folks.
No. Producing children by natural methods.
I didn't iterate which way.
Because Newsom will still want you to still have children, but he'll want it to be artificially
they'll be genetically altered
and inserted.
Superior cream of the crop.
No, they'll all be brain dead and hooked on demon rat Kool-Aid from birth. Bolt cutters, another good tool.
You know, but there's one thing that I haven't seen a single urban person mention yet.
Oh. Mm. Anthony, since you brought up that song, I got to tell you something. I found out I can watch the TV series Grimm on Amazon for free. In the very first episode, that was the song being played by the girl in the red hooded sweatshirt running through the woods on her iPod. Was
Sweet dreams are made of this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, back to my statement. There is one tool that I have not seen a single urban person mention yet. And we have people that live in urban areas.
Mm-hmm.
And most non-urban people have at least heard of this. No, not a coffee maker. Although that is very important, yes. Take my coffee away and watch what happens. Anywho, I'll give it 2 more minutes to see if any. No, not it.
Heaven's Essentials is in California, with the great Governor Nuisance, who will make you do what he wants, whether you like it or not.
All right, I've given y'all enough time. A silkaki.
A what?
Silkaki. You still don't know. You worked at DHS in emergency management.
I know.
You don't know what a silkaki is?
I'm getting it up here to show it.
Okay. Just checking. Because I was gonna start to doubt you a little bit, you know. And it brings up the wrong images. Wow, really wrong images.
Yeah, okay. Did I spell it right?
I can't see it.
How do you spell it?
Hold on, I'll just bring it up.
It's called a silcock.
Here, just take my screen.
Just take your screen. Where is it?
Right
It's not
there.
not that. There it is. Oh,
Ta-da!
the silcock tool.
No, it's called a silkaki.
Silcock key. Okay. Oh,
Kathy. Night two, fam.
okay. You mean, hang on, let me go to my list here. Is that on tactical?
Excuse me.
Nope, not in tactical. Where did I put it?
If you live in an urban environment and do not have one of them 4-way wrenches right there, get your booty off your butt or out your chair tomorrow. Head to a hardware store. Lowe's or Home Depot might have them in stock. Most of the time they don't, which don't make sense. But most hardware stores or tractor supply stores or in Canada, Canadian Tire will have one of those. Pick one up and add it to your stuff.
Or you go to Amazon, and for $7, you have the one here that has the 4 plus the little screwdriver in it. Or the multi one is out of stock. Dang it! But there's also different ones. There are some that have for the keys to go in for gas meters and stuff, as well as for the water stop valves.
Mm-hmm. But you need to that really should be already in your kit somewhere. Mm-hmm. So if you don't have one, it is a high recommendation for you to pick one up. If you live just outside of an urban area, you should still get one.
Yeah. This one here is it says Prime free delivery. It's $4.26 for this one here. Let me bring it up.
Just takes 2 weeks to get to you now because Prime says that's not a necessary item.
Yeah.
What the heck am I paying for Prime for if I can't get it the next day like it says?
Yeah. So this has the different sizes for your different type of hose bibs on buildings and stuff. But let me check another thing here. It's going back. And come on. Get back to where you're supposed to be at here. Come on, it's down. I went all the way the wrong way. Dang it. Okay, we go back up here to the asset center. Oh, it's on the asset center. Where was it? How far down was it here? There it is. Okay. And here's the other one.
Darn, I thought those were back in stock. Fiddly poop. I may actually have to break down and buy that one. Because that one I don't have.
All right. Yeah, because that one had, yeah, because with your
Night, Lori.
felt, yeah, so you can actually stick that into one of the socket ones on there, and then you got, that. You got your screwdriver. But unfortunately, this one is currently unavailable. It comes and goes because I guess a lot of people say, "Ooh, I like that," so they go to try to get it. But here's
there's the Ninja Star of one. It looks like it says 25 right in the middle.
well, that's just a bunch of keys. Those are all the different tractor keys.
Oh, never mind.
Case, Bobcat, Caterpillar, Great All, etc.
Gee, let's encourage tractor theft by selling all the keys necessary at one time.
Hey, if operating engineers will buy those rings because if they're out there and they lose their key ring, yeah, they're never going to get those keys. Here, this one's in stock here. So this one is 1329, straight from Hoo-Hoo Land.
Red China Express.
Yeah.
Let's not get started on that topic.
Yeah. Go back one.
Remember later, send me a link to that one.
Okay.
Via email or something.
Yeah. Here's the dual set one. Ooh, yes, and it has all sorts of different funkies on there as well.
Funky majiggers.
Actually, it may be the same thing. This may just be put together and this is taken apart.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah. So
it's got a Duomaha flap sheet. It's got a
the link to that one is mega too long. Let me try one of these other ones here. Maybe it's got a shorter link to it. Yeah, this one's got a shorter link.
Yeah.
So guys, there's the link to the it there. Hey, Kathy. Look over at the chat again. Sorry, guys. Kathy's here.
Miss Lori said she's going to go to bed. 9
You getting tired of beating up on Anthony, Lori?
I think he wore her out. And she's not at 100%. I mean, she's sounding better, but
yeah. So yeah, so that's another tool that and the reason why I had that in my on my favorite on my wish list there, because my youngest son was wanting one for Christmas, and because he works for a company that does fire, mold, rain damage repair on homes and apartments and stuff. And they were doing some work on some public buildings, and they needed the keys to turn on the water hose for what they were doing.
Yeah, and the nice thing about that set there is it does both commercial and residential.
Yeah.
Some serious nunchucks. Question, do you know how to use those properly and effectively? Because if you don't, do you realize you could do more damage to yourself than the attacker?
Well, the nunchuck, oh yeah. Takes a lot of practice.
I've practiced. I still ain't that good. And I've been playing with them for over 40 years.
Go
I
back
would
one
never
more
attempt to
here.
defend myself with a pair.
And it's
camera. Hey,
yeah,
on that
yeah.
camera that you have at the top of your list,
I'm waiting for it to
section.
finish loading here.
The reviews I've been finding on that camera, because like I said, I wanted to get one for Charles's track. For a small, tiny camera that's got a magnetic base, you can actually stick that to the hood of your tractor.
No, I can't because well, I could the Ford, but the Coyote, no, because the hood on the Coyote is fiberglass.
Well, just put a piece of metal with some screws.
Dang, they don't have those back in stock yet. It's going to be a while.
Yeah, I thought I'd seen the latex gloves back in stock. I was going to tell everybody to go get them, but they're still not back in stock yet.
Yeah. Well, Harbor Freight says Harbor Freight has them in stock. At least
I'm not buying that cheap stuff. I'm only buying black 6 mil.
No, the Harbor Freight is blue 5 mil.
Yeah. When I walk into Walmart and I'm wearing all black, I want my gloves to match.
Ooh. Guess what?
What?
The Altons have dropped the price on a couple of their books here right now. The Survival Medicine Handbook, the Essential Guide for Medical is not on the way, has dropped 21%.
Ding ding. Now is the time to go buy your books, folks.
Yeah.
You got the 3 big ones. I'll need to get them too.
And the antibiotics, infectious disease ones that has all the antibiotics has dropped 9%. It's down to $24.40.
Hey, Anthony, I feel your pain on that statement. Most definitely. I've also had many bruises on my arms, my back, the back of my head. My sensei said, "Here, watch me." He went flurrying around so fast I couldn't even see the dang things moving. He handed it to me. He says, "Here, you try." Smack. He says, "You want to keep using them?" Sure. So he let me. After 4 more hits to myself and not a single one to the bag in front of me, I handed him back and said, "I'm done." He says, "Good choice."
All right.
You're
When the side handle baton came out, I was working for Contra Costa Sheriff's Department, and I was working with the state highway patrol trainer to get certified to be the teacher for the county. And what's so funny is the first class, everyone went to pull it out, and they grabbed hold of the baton, they drew it across, and they were holding it so it was up here, not down here. So they're holding it like it was a gun. All right. And it's like, okay, who wants to try to hit the thing? And about every one of them whacked themselves in the face with it.
Hey,
just swinging around, whack. That's why you hold it underneath. So when you swing it, it's at a different angle, and it's not going to come towards your face.
The most it'll get your belt buckle, which is protection.
PR24. Yeah, that was one of the names of the one brand of it, of the side handle baton, with the handle on it, which is called the Uwara handle.
You are a pain in my butt. Come here. Let me grab you with it.
Oh, Ryan's been watching NCIS. Woo-hoo.
How to murder and get away with it. I mean,
how to commit murder and get caught.
How not to get caught, because they show you what it takes to catch people. So you make sure you don't make those same mistakes.
But then you'll be on the next week's show with those mistakes, and this is like the next guy did.
It sounds like our 2 big girls here have encountered some financial difficulties as of late.
I'm still broke from the last live.
And Kathy said her bank account took a virtual hit as well. Ladies, just because you have Amazon at your fingertips
doesn't mean you have to use it.
I have to restrain myself every month.
Okay, the those little the little keys in there that were in there. I put those in there in October last year. And
Kathy, your statement, how not to commit murder when you want to, that's where the grace of God comes in. Into prayer. Lord, grant me the serenity.
Yeah.
And Julie, I am not taking responsibility for any list we have put out in any way, shape, or form over the last several months. Just because we may have come up with some good ideas.
Yeah.
Just saying. I'm not going to tell you to go out and buy anything, folks. Just don't mind subliminal messaging.
I mean, I just looking at some of the stuff here on my one list here for the solar power stuff. I added it to the list so I could watch prices on it back in August of 2017. And as stuff price comes and drop, the crimper price dropped 7%.
I realized, Kathy, that you guys were joking. That's why I was picking. I'm sure you two girls are probably better equipped at managing your finances than some of us guys are.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I did sell a holster today to the pastor next door because for some odd reason, the pastor next door and my pastor in Michigan both have the same weapon. Strange. A Walther CPP. Yeah.
You're not saying that's God's gun, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying one's a retired police chief. The other one has some professional background training. So I'm wondering maybe the Walther CCP isn't a bad pew to have.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't have to go out and buy any extra mold. He says, yeah, I got a Walther CCP. I have you a new holster in 45 minutes.
Well, okay. Let's see. On my list here of some real good educational stuff here, Connections 1 5-disc set starring James Burke has dropped 26%. It's now down to $53. Great educational show. A
little bit of levity in this time of frustration for most people is an important thing.
Yeah. Actually, that's dang. When I added that to that Connections thing to the that video set, it was $72 when I added it, and it was on sale then because I've seen it go up to $99, and now it's down to $53. I got to call the wife and get permission to buy it.
Yeah, Kathy put up your favorite toy though.
Yes. Air Force guns. You want to get the Texan. It comes in multiple calibers up to 45 caliber. But the 357 is better because you get more shots, per charge on it. Mm-hmm. And it comes out at what, 2,080 feet per second. Well, let's see. If I ever find that winning lottery ticket, I will be having lots of giveaways.
I'm just waiting for the one. He says, I worked out a deal with him and I'm going to be giving away free. I don't care what his requirements are. I will meet, beat, and exceed everybody just so I can win it. I'll create extra accounts. Just saying. Have multiple computers and monitors and screens. We'll travel.
Ooh.
Not sure where I'm going to go yet, but we'll travel. Oh, I know how I can get there. My new station wagon. You want to see it? I got it right here.
Oh, Oh,
I bet I had a few of them fooled for a moment.
mhm. Mm.
Ooh,
Oh
no,
boy.
no. That last word, no. Commune. No. It is not the Ghostbuster Mobile. That was an old hearse. This is not a hearse.
It will not be a prepper commune.
No commune stuff. No.
That's why it's called compound.
We will have Constantine wire to keep the people out, not in, because it'll be facing out.
Actually, it's not the Ghostbuster Mobile. Put it back up there again, Dave.
Ouch. I gotta reach. It's a long ways away. It's so big.
That reminds me of the station wagon from National Lampoon's Vacation.
Bing, bing, bing. We have a winner.
Oh. It wasn't until I read Ghostbuster Mobile that clicked in my head about the movie.
Now, let me see if I can go find it real quick, and I'll share a picture of what some folks do with these things. And I'll show you that one.
Oh, that's interesting.
Hmm.
China in focus. Wuhan to test 11 million people in 10 days.
Well, they can, I guess. Okay, go ahead and share that picture.
And back to the chair, and it's coming up.
See that station wagon right there? That's the exact same model I have, and somebody took a 1/64 scale and did that. That is some serious detail work right there. And yes, National Lampoon's The Queen.
And Jinping told the WHO to delay virus warnings.
Xi Jinping.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anyways, folks, prior to the start of the live stream here, I got an earthquake ping. There was a 6.6 earthquake in the Sandwich Islands, which is between the Solomon Islands and Vanuatu. And if you're not sure where Vanuatu is, that's where the very first Survivor TV show was filmed at, down there in off the thing, and I'll show you where that's at here real quick. So Solomon Islands, Australia, Vanuatu, right there. But there's the earthquake out there in the middle of nowhere.
How deep?
Let's go back and let's see what it says here. Depth 112.4 kilometers.
Yeah, it's pretty deep. That ain't no big deal.
Ain't nobody feeling that one.
Nope. Now, if it's 25 or less, then that's ground pounder.
Yeah.
You'll feel it. 10 miles, you definitely going to see some shaking.
Yeah. But yeah, that was way deep, and that's underwater too. That's besides being underwater.
The heck?
Okay. So I need to put that back over here. So I got to add that to my tracking list.
No, it's not ours. I can't fathom how anybody would believe that. Hey, Delta Papa.
Yes, Master Kenobi. Yeah. Now the nearest volcano, I believe, was near Vanuatu. All right. So, any more favorite tools?
Fish and loaves, that could be a possibility. No, Titan.
Lives in Julie States. Yeah, he's probably a worshiper of the great nuisance.
Poppycock.
The Dutch sign vid. Delta.
Yep, that would be a good choice, though, Delta Papa.
Leatherman wave. B tools. Actually, that's just it.
What is thy favorite? What tool do you use that you feel that it would be very difficult for your day-to-day existence to not exist?
Well, like I said, I use the Craftsman a lot. My brother used eye level. I mean, that was his favorite tool. He went up bought a couple $100 one. It was ridiculous. My mom used favorite garden tool was in the garden was her hula hoe. My grandmother was a paring knife. So whatever is your favorite, is your number one tool.
Did you get it that time, Fish and Loaves? It's an eye level.
This is an eye level with focus on it. So you use it for setting up string line for laying out underground pipe and stuff. And he'd be double checking all the with the surveyors to come in and set the hubs, and he would go around double checking what the grade checkers were doing for the excavator that was digging the ditches and stuff. Make sure everybody's online. And of course, it also had a high power telescope. When he pulled it out, he could really check on people.
Yes, Dutch Sense is a good channel to watch for earthquakes and stuff, as well as suspicious observers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this tool here, the eye level, says "Made in USA."
Hey, Anthony, I used to do some pretty unique things with plumb bobs. I learned how to take and make a homemade shooter of sorts with some rubber bands, lots and lots of rubber bands, a piece of PVC to launch them at a very exceedingly dangerous velocity.
Mm-hmm.
And then when one bounced off a tree and come back flying toward me, I decided it was time to stop doing that.
Yeah. And let's see here. Pop something else up here real quick here.
Now the girls are going to talk among themselves on Marco Polo. Doggone it. You always leave us out. I see how we rate.
Oh, guys, you don't want to be using Marco Polo. Marco Polo is having all sorts of problems. It's getting it itself is getting into people's contacts and sending out bogus invites to join Marco Polo. And it turns out that the land of the Red Dragon owns a big chunk of Marco Polo. Okay, let me throw this up over here. Yeah, so that's what a handheld, how they use it's handheld, and it's got a real sensitive bubble in it, and it's really the good ones. The expensive ones are very accurate. Yeah, rather than getting a regular tripod level and setting it up, if you get a really good one, you can do a lot of stuff with it.
It's against the law to beat your children with a 2x4, right? Right?
You can't beat them with it, but if it accidentally falls over and hits them on the back of the head after you let go of it.
Well, I do have some 2x3s standing up in the kitchen. Oh, he already left.
Yeah.
Darn it. I missed my opportunity. I'm kidding.
All right, Anthony. See you later. Take care.
Right.
And yeah, I think we beat this horse to the next generation.
Don't worry, I won't pull up my little meme again.
Cool. Yeah. So I was waiting for someone to say that their number one tool is their utility belt, their your worker's belt with all the tools in it.
I don't work on electronics that much anymore. When I worked at the casino, I had a electrician's tool belt with virtually everything an electrician could want on their belt. I had all the little teeny specialty screwdriver bits. I had a portable soldering iron. I had solder. I had everything an electrician would want. And considering I was working on slot machines, an ESD strap was also there.
Okay, what was the question on that? Does you the whole blade? Okay, so this images. Throw this over here. So someone said claw hoe, and I Googled claw hoe, and it came up all these long ones, and then the shorter ones. And then the question was, does it have the tines on the opposite of the blade? And this one right here is what my grandmother and my mom both had used. Was this one here? And then this is the newer one, similar to this, which I got. I think I have it here, or did I leave it in California still? But I got one here for a little bit heavier duty shopping.
I like the improvised Wolverine claws better. He's going, what?
Is Steve here?
No. You don't know what I'm referring to, do you? Yeah, but there's a set that's improvised up on there. Scroll back up. One row. There they are.
This one?
No.
Oh, those. So the meat hooks.
Yes. Improvised Wolverine claws.
Yeah. Well, I guess it calls it a garden cultivator claw. But if you go into a bunch of the places, it's the meat tenderizer claw.
Yeah. And if you use them like Wolverine did, they'll definitely tenderize some meat. Not saying what kind.
I don't know. This one here would be stick that handle up your sleeve. It'd be pretty scary.
Freddy Krueger.
Anyways.
Hey, Liberty.
Hey, Liberty. So, yeah. There are, whatever your favorite tool is can be what, for whatever your most important needs are. And just because it's your favorite tool now doesn't mean that in 6 months you won't discover a more favorite one. So anyway, folks, go ahead and pull that down. And I think I'm going to wrap it up here.
I'll wash my hands of this situation.
Yeah. And so tomorrow night at 9 o'clock Eastern time
Technology Summit.
on Southern Ohio Prepping, Dave's going to be talking tech.
As well as giving a few channel shout outs.
So, and one last view here of some favorites around and about. And with that, so we'll see you guys, everyone, hopefully tomorrow night on Southern Ohio Prepping for a little talk on computer tech talk.
Good night, Elizabeth.
Good night, Mary.
Bye.
Good night, Mary Ellen.